Hey guys, Trevor Holt here. It's Wednesday, 1st of May. The year's getting on, 2024. I've done 300 side jumps, targeting my obliques. That's 150 a side, nothing too strenuous today. Just gone for I do about 5 or 6k walk through here, through the parks and that, just on my regular sort of services that I do. It's a beautiful autumn day here in Queensland, and there's probably no better place on the planet at the moment, especially this time of year. So I suppose today I want to talk about identity. Everyone knows that I've got my podcast going, Who Are We and What We Stand For and that. But I identify as an ultrapreneur, not a businessman, not a director, all these stuff, entrepreneur, all these other words, but I identify as an ultrapreneur, so it's not really about business and money for me. A lot of these other business coaches and a lot of these other people are about making money and putting in the hard yards, and financial success is the only measure that they use. Obviously everyone has to succeed financially in this world to make it, in this modern age, and there's nothing wrong with making money. In fact, I make plenty, it's okay, but that's not my focus. That's not what I'm about. For me, Ultrapreneaur is about a holistic approach to living. So for me, it's about getting out into nature, absorbing the sounds of our earth, and walking through the trees, and getting the feeling of fresh open air and that sort of stuff, and that empowers me to get my physical exercise in, and allows me to regulate my emotional well-being and my mental health as well. So focusing on my diet, but also my relationships. Part of being an entrepreneur is, with this holistic living, is just focusing on every aspect of your life. Your intimate partner, that's something I've been working on. 25 years this December actually. I've been working with my intimate partner. Obviously it's only been the last 5 years that I've really had a focus on this, since I sort of decided to go down this journey, investing in myself with my education, where I've done Cert 4 in mental health. I've done a diploma in counselling, so fully qualified counsellor, and I'm more than nearing 3/4 of the way through my bachelor in psychology. So I'm investing time in myself, my education, my business, my relationships, my social connections with people in the community, and my community involvement. It's something that I pride myself in as well. So as an entrepreneur, I pretty much focus on all elements of life and try to remain positive. And that's something that I really strive to do, and it's an improvement that I do every single day, through self-reflection. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a bit like your financial portfolio. You want a diverse portfolio. You can't just invest all in high risk shares. You sort of have some medium risk and low risk shares, and high risk shares, and maybe invest in some housing or some other things as well. So I'm trying to work on all aspects of my life to get better, and I call it, and I try to be fluid. There's a word fluid. Now I got mixed up with this word and that terminology. As a sign on the wall, one of the clients I was working at had this thing about fluid, but they were more referring to liquidating assets to get cash flow in the business. So I wasn't much of an accountant, but I interpret that as being fluid, as in being able to move with the waves, or move with the motions, and follow opportunity. And that's typically what I do. People ask me what I do, but I just follow the opportunities and whatever comes up. And with my diverse experience, I'm generally able to excel in most things, most endeavours I try. So as a fully qualified fitter machinist, I worked as a maintenance fitter and diesel fitter, and that sort of stuff. Worked as a CNC machinist, programmed robots and machines, and you've operated the robots. CAD programming and CAM programming, that sort of stuff. But I also done the 3D modelling with my 3D modelling, things, SolidWorks, Inventor, Pro Engineer, like a Cyclone, 12D Civil Works, and even in that sort of stuff I worked on structural, mechanical, civil, all sorts of disciplines in the mining and construction industries. So investing in myself and focusing on developing all aspects of my life is what I'm about, and that's what I do, and that's what I promote other people to do, or encourage other people to do, because at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your responsibility. You might get a job and everyone says, oh, I've been with that job for 5 years and then I just got put off and I don't know what I'm going to do now and all the rest of it. So just invest in other aspects of your life so you can cope with change and you can cope with difficulties that come on. And it's all about building that foundation in your life. And I know some people argue about being a specialist and focusing on one thing and being very good at it and all the rest of it, and some people do live like that, but I'm a bit more of a fluid guy, jack of all trades, and just work towards whatever opportunity arises. I'm not limiting myself to anything in particular, and I just do what I can. So that's a bit about me and how I identify. But the other thing I wanted to mention is, because change is so frequent these days with the casualised workforce and contracts and all this sort of stuff, change is part of everyone's life, and it's quite unfortunate really, because it's very hard to get confidence in the future and invest in the future, and that when you don't even know when you're going to eat next week or where you're going to sleep. So it is quite sad. But one of the things when I started off that I reflect on that got me to where I am today is Who Moved My Cheese? There's a book, Who Moved My Cheese. It's only a kid's book, and it's got like a kid's story in it, but it's got some good metaphors in there about life and dealing with change. And I think there's several versions of it now for kids and for adults and for different university students or whatever. There's all these different aspects of it. But I read the original one 40 probably 35 years ago or whatever, and it was a big catalyst for me accepting things. Focus on what you can control and accept what you can't. And a lot of things in this life we can't control, and we've got to accept it. And sometimes it's a bit of pill to swallow. Sometimes it's not fair and all the rest of it. But at the end of the day, we just got to keep moving forward. They reckon looking too far back or looking back in the past all the time, dwelling on what's happened is key. One of the key fundamental contributing factors to depression. Anticipating the future and wondering what's going to happen, what might happen, what could happen, or trying to worry about outcomes in the future. That's generally associated with anxiety. So staying in the here and now, in the present, and just dealing with things. Obviously learning from your past and looking forward and hope for the future, but living in the here and the now. So so that's a bit about my philosophy and about how I identify and about how I live my life and how I see things. So shoot us a message and let us know your philosophies. Have a good one, eh? See you, mate.